Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about manifestation mistakes. So if you're using the law of attraction or law of assumption, whatever you're doing, visualization, affirmation, if you're using your mind or your creative imagination to create an experience, there are certain things that you want to avoid. And I don't want to worry you. If you've been doing these things, it's okay. It's a simple, subtle change and it's an easy fix, no harm done. So the first is asking what's possible. This is a short one to explain. All things are possible to one who believes. I take it straight from the Bible. My favorite manifestation teacher of all time is Neville Goddard, and he taught straight from the Bible. It says in Matthew and in Mark, all things are possible to God, and all things are possible to one who believes. They equate one who can believe with God, okay? That's your sign. You are God. You are the creator of your experience. If you're uncomfortable with the word God, you can say the universe, energy, whatever you want to call it, but it's all the same thing. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm not pressing you into any religion either. This is just me telling you that you are an individualization of the God force. We all are. Every single person to ever have existed is God equally. And we all have the power to create our experience. So ask not what's possible. Ask, can you believe it? Okay, number two is overthinking. We often wonder how, when, if it's going to happen. If these are questions on your mind, you have to let them go. And I know that sounds crazy because the logical mind is like, I have to plan everything. I have to figure out the how and the when, and it's got to be perfect just like this. A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3. It's got to be very logical and rational. I'm telling you, this is not a rational thing, okay? Neville Goddard said that before to a woman who said, well, I don't have the money to go to Paris. Do you think it's rational or reasonable? He said, I'm not speaking of anything rational in this world. It's not rational. It's your power, and you can create whatever it is, whether you have the means or not. The means will come. All you have to do, your only responsibility, is to live in the end. Imagine what it would be like if you already were that person you desire to be. If you already had that thing that you desire in your possession. What would it be like? Who would you tell? What would they say to you? Imagine this and capture all the feeling that you can muster. And that's all you've got to worry about. Drop the when, the how, the if. Imagine it now and be patient. Number three is desiring, okay? We stay in a perpetual state of I want this, I want that. In any given moment, you find yourself maybe dissatisfied with something that's going on. And there's something else that you would rather have going on. We must learn to satisfy ourselves in imagination, okay? We want to get away from the vibration or the energy or the conscious state of desiring, okay? This is something that we've been in a habit of. We're constantly looking at social media and we think, oh, I wish I looked like that person. I really want these products. I really want these designer clothes, these cars, these houses, okay? And we're constantly in a state of want. Instead, use your imagination creatively to satisfy yourself in the moment. How would you feel if you had those clothes, that house, those looks, whatever it is? Satisfy yourself here and now and live in a state of perpetual satisfaction without effort. Okay, that leads me into my next point. Effort is something that you really want to avoid. If you feel like you're trying really hard or you're making a very specific plan and every morning and every night and you're forcing yourself and you're worried if you miss it, it won't work. It's too much effort. It's too much mental power that you're trying to put into it. It's supposed to be easy. Again, you are God, okay? You are the creator of your experience and you don't have to try hard. How hard is it for God to create? It shouldn't be hard at all, right? So allow yourself to take it easy. I personally don't imagine more than one time. If I'm going to imagine something before sleep, then I drop it. And unless I have the desire, unless I think it would be fun, I don't imagine it again. I just, whenever I think of it, give thanks and praise. I say thank you to the being within, the God within, I am. Thank you so much that whatever it is already done. You're so amazing. It's always so easy for you. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then that's all I do whenever I think of it. Give thanks and praise. We're told all the time in the Bible, give thanks and praise to God. And so if you do that, you're giving thanks and praise to yourself. That even though it's not physically present, fourth dimensionally, you know, beyond time, because time is always now. There's only this now moment. It is already done. It's also a demonstration of faith to give thanks and praise. I may give a whole video on thanks and praise because it's been changing my life recently. So it's a demonstration of faith because faith is evidence of things not seen, right? Faith is loyalty to the unseen realities. And so evidence that the unseen reality of your fulfilled desire is giving thanks and praise. Is that not evidence, right? If you actually had it, you would do that, and that's the implication. The power of every imaginal act is in its implication. Neville Goddard said that, and he is absolutely right. So be sure that whatever you're imagining implies that you have what you want in the way that you want. Okay, you want to be specific, all right? There's some things that if we're not that specific, we may not get what we want. I'll give you an example. One time I was going to a party and I just lightheartedly thought it would be fun to get a number. So I just set the intention. I'm going to get a number at this party. So I didn't exactly set the intention of how. I ended up getting a number because someone was looking for their lost phone. So that's not what I wanted exactly. It doesn't matter, it's all fine. But that was a funny experience because that shows you that if you want a number for someone to date, you should be specific about that. So, next point, seeking, okay? So I make these videos, so it may sound funny when I tell you, stop seeking new videos, new techniques, whatever it is. Stop looking on the outside for new videos, okay? Not any video is going to tell you anything more than what you already know, and that's your imagination creates reality. Your belief that it's here now is what will make your desire fulfilled. So if you're looking for a new video or a new technique, or you're looking for signs even, then you're doing the wrong thing. You have to go within, all right? You're looking outside for anything, then you're looking in the wrong place, okay? Step away from the mirror. Remember, 3D, this physical experience, is a reflection of the reality of imagination. So don't play with the mirror. Step away from the mirror and change self. As Neville Goddard said, there's no one and nothing to change but self. So if you're looking for something, look within, only within, in the reality of imagination. Okay, my final point will be holding on. A lot of times we have trouble letting go. We think, I have to imagine it every single night, otherwise it's not going to come. I have to do this, I have to affirm a million times or it's not going to come. That is resistance. If you have resistance to letting go of your desire, you're not demonstrating the trust and the faith in yourself, right? Because God is yourself, the universe, whatever that's bringing your desire into fulfillment, imagination, it is yourself. So you have to be able to trust after a certain point. Okay, if I imagined it, if I heard the words I wanted to hear, if I saw the scene I wanted to see, then I know that the depth of my being heard those words and saw that scene and experienced it with me. So the depth of my being heard it. That's God. So God heard it and it will be done. Allow yourself to relax. Again, this ties into taking it easy. You want it as easy and effortless as possible. So simply, whenever you think of it throughout the day, just give thanks and praise. Thanks and praise. Because gratitude, of course, is the ultimate state of receiving. If you don't already, have a gratitude practice. I may put that in my video for thanks and praise. Have a gratitude practice where you give thanks for everything, big and small, before you go to sleep. And then imagine your desire fulfilled. You'll be in a perfect, receiving, gracious state, full of gratitude, where it actually feels like what you want is fulfilled here and now. If you want to dig deeper into any of this, you can always get my book, Doing God's Work, or my SP guide for manifesting a specific person, or book coaching with me through my website down below. And consider following my Instagram link below. Sometimes I post inspirational quotes that you won't get through YouTube or TikTok. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.